Good evening and welcome to tonight's episode of the How To series. And in tonight's episode, I'll be talking about how to remain stuck for 10 years or not. Alright, so in the next few minutes, I'll be talking about that, and I believe you'd gain some lessons that would help you in making pathways to more success for yourself and progress generally. Alright, now stay tuned and enjoy tonight's session. Right, welcome back. My name is Michael Audu, and the How To series is a weekly teleseminar on productivity and finance where I share practical, common sense knowledge about how to be more productive and how to manage your finances, your personal finance as a person. Last time on this series, I talked about how to save defensively. You can check that up in the link up or in the description section, or just in the whole channel on the How To series playlist. All right, so tonight's episode is about how to remain stuck for 10 years because I partially had to put this up because I've seen quite a number of people go around 10 years. 10 years looks so long to have created so much difference for themselves, but after 10 years they still haven't made so much progress for themselves. It's sad to see, but it is what it is. Yes, they definitely have made progress, but most likely it's like crawling. I mean, one way to measure it's not the best way, but one of the ways to measure your progress, let's say you're trying to use financial terms, if your income is growing slower than inflation rates, you're actually making progress, but you're not making progress because what you could buy, what you could do 5 years ago, 10 years ago, is now lower if you are not growing faster than the inflation rate. In Nigeria, for instance, after every 5 years, your income should have doubled at the least. Why? Because inflation rate is almost at 20%. So after 5-6 years, you should have doubled your income, because whatever you bought for 100 naira 6 years ago might now be 200, 150 to 200 thereabout. So you see, 10 years, some people have been stuck because they've not been able to grow. Right. So how do you remain stuck? I believe if I'm sharing with you how you remain stuck, you probably would learn how to not be stuck. I'll just go through 5 points. 5 points. It might not be all of it. None of my series are exhaustive in themselves. So I'll share with you 5 ways, 5 tips that will help you remain stuck if that's your goal. If you do not want to be stuck, reverse engineer it. Number 1, ignore mental development. Just ignore that whole space. You see this thing about reading books, reading about dream big, all these things about just Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill's book, all these leadership books. Just ignore everything. Forget anything book, forget anything non-curricular, this regular education you get, school books. Just forget everything about book totally. Ignore books, ignore videos, all these videos on success about this is what you need to do, there are 5 things. Just forget everything in this zone, completely delete it from your life. I assure you, in 10 years you'd most likely be where you want to be, which is where you have always been, or a little bit away, like 5 steps away or 10 steps away. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you that. Why? Because you would find no reason to want to do better. You would find a lot of reason to complain. You keep explaining and complaining and re-explaining and complaining how things are hard. You don't understand why things are even getting hard. You don't understand. So of course, if you are watching this video already, you're already missing the point, because by watching this video you have already decided to change your life in the next 10 years. So I'm sorry, your life cannot be stuck again for 10 years because you've watched this video. But you can go ahead after this video to not watch again. Truly, 10 years, most likely you might not be able to survive it though. All right, so that's 1. Ignore mental development, ignore personal development. Number 2, live without a reference. If you want to be stuck for 10 years, just live without a reference. Don't have anybody you are looking up to, like a role model or someone's life you want to replicate, or some people's life. You get, let there be no reference in your life. Just do your thing. You get, there's nothing like, oh, I love what Okonjo Iweala is doing. No, let there be nobody you aspire to replicate. I don't mean exact replication, but I mean follow their footsteps or follow their work ethic. No, just remove, let it be you. You are the head center, everything about yourself. Just be self-centered, and anything you want to do by yourself, just be doing what you like. No reference, no reference. So if I ask you what's the direction you're trying to do, like, of course we do not control life 100%, but some people choose to have a reference and they go in a particular direction. But you can choose to not have a reference and not go in any direction. You are not stacking any set of certificates for any reason. You are just living according to what society says. Go to school, you go to school. Finish school, do this one. Service, serve. Masters, masters. PhD, PhD. Marry, marry. And children, children. Struggle, buy land, buy land. Buy house, buy hand. Just do like that. Before, at least before you are 90, you would have. Oh God, Nigeria will deal with you. But that's one way to remain stuck for 10 years. Boy. All right. So don't have any role model, have no mentor, have nobody you admire their life, have nobody you're trying to copy their pattern, have nobody you're looking up to give you advice on how to go forward. No, have nobody. Just do your thing. And yeah. Number 3, to rent stock. Number 3 way, be lazy. Just be lazy. Do only what you feel like doing. If you feel like watching film, just watch film. If you, of course, you might have a job, and when you are at the office, just feel like what you want to, just do what you feel like doing. It doesn't matter whether there are goals or targets you have to meet. Just do what you feel like. They will be, let your boss be shouting what's there. It's just not just shout. Maybe they will not even fire you. It's only shout. They only say you're the laziest person. They will just not promote you. That's all. There's nothing else. No, just no promotion. How bad is that? It's just no promotion. So just do what you feel like doing. If they give you tax, you don't have to do it well. Just anyhow, if it tire you, leave them. 10 years. It's not up to 600 years, just 10 years. You'll be stuck. And that's it. So do what you feel like doing. Don't do what is necessary. Don't do what is needful. Don't do what is needed. Don't do what is asked. Don't do what you can. Just do what you feel like doing. Number 4, maintain the same friends for 10 years, especially those ones that keep blaming others. For the next 10 years, don't change anybody in your life. Don't change anybody, especially those ones that are blaming people that, if it's not for my uncle, no, if it's not for this one, if it's not for election, if it's not for this thing, those people, just keep them in your life. People that blame others, they always know who caused what. They always know it's because of this person. If not this person, my life will have gone. But this person, so if you have those kind of friends, keep them plenty. 10, 15 self. Just keep them and don't release them or be with them. 10 years. I assure you, it will work. To really work. All right, number 5. Believe that your progress is tied to miracle, breakthrough, sudden lottery. You get one scheme like that will just, one opportunity, that your breakthrough, your success, your next level is tied to only just believe it. It doesn't matter what you do. It does not matter. But once that thing happen, when that thing happen like this, your life will just blow. Boom. Yeah. Believe it and stick to it. Don't do anything else. Don't know what is preparation. What are you preparing for? It's not like you can do anything about it. No, who knows the day? So how would you be preparing? No preparation. No, why gather certificates? Why gather experience or anything? No, just believe it. It's going to happen to shock you. You just sleep, and when you wake up, oh my God, nobody can recognize you. Just believe that thing. Just believe that line. That something will just happen from somewhere. You won't get no need for certificate, no need for hard work, nothing, no skill, nothing. You don't need anything to just happen. 10 years, my brother. If you believe what I've just told you, 10 years, you're going to be stuck. You're most likely going to be stuck. Oh God. So yes, thank you for watching tonight's session. I believe you've learned aptly how to be stuck for 10 years. You can do these things. They are not hard. Ignore personal development. How hard is that? Live without a reference. So simple. Be lazy. Come on now. It's child's play now. Maintain 10 friends for 10 years. The ones that are blaming others, Abba, it's not hard now. Almost anybody you step out there is blaming politics or government or politicians. So there you can find them and you can keep them believing in the fact that your growth is tied to breakthrough, miracle. That one is not hard now. When you just wake up with your laziness, just put it in your mind. This thing will happen. It will happen. But if you know you don't want your life to be stuck for the next 10 years, if you truly know you do not want your life to be stuck for the next 10 years, do the reverse. Adopt mental development and personal development. Go for it, pursue it. Live with a reference. Get a reference. Get people who you check their entire biography, check the pathways they use to get to where they are going to. See what you can imitate, their work ethic, their honor system, their behavior, their manner of approach to things. You get. Number three, don't be lazy. Whatsoever your hands find to do it super well, as much as you can, as much as it's supposed to be done. In fact, go above what you can and do extra. Yes. Number four, change your friends. Change your friends. If you have, I don't mean change your friends in the most literal ways, but if you have friends that are always complaining, change them to the ones that are always aspiring, the ones that are always growing, the ones that are always taking steps. Yes, that's how to not be stuck. Join the moving train, and then believe in the fact that hard work, effort, you have a part to play in your destiny. Believe in that fact that the real favor is opportunity meets preparation. When the opportunity comes, you have to be prepared. Opportunity is always there. Once the preparation meets it, boom, it is called a breakthrough. All right. And I believe you will not be stuck. It's almost be impossible to be stuck for 10 years. It is almost impossible. In fact, I can say it is impossible to have all of these things in reverse and then be stuck for 10 years. So thank you for joining tonight's session of the How To series. And I believe you've learned a thing or two. If you have any question, please place them in the comment section. You can watch the entire series in the playlist section below. And what other announcement? Amber Investment Club. You've heard of it? If not of it, visit www.amberinvestmentclub.com. More details are there. So thank you for joining this week's episode. And by next week, I'll be coming with you something really, really beautiful about finances. Until then, have a very, very pleasant weekend. Bye.